just a little out and back road to a trailhead called Upper Setting. I didn't drive the whole thing, just up to a turnaround spot up here. And now we're just gonna coast our way down. Actually, I might put it in 4 low just to keep off brakes and exercise my 4 low a little bit. But you can see how high up we climb. That was the entrance to the road right down there. And we are currently at an unknown elevation because the inReach is like, I don't know where you're at. Yeah, don't need 4 low for this. Don't even need to be in 4-wheel drive for this, really. But it's always good to exercise your 4-wheel drive a little bit. Okay, there it got into 4-wheel drive. Or into 4 low. Okay, we're at 8,733 feet. And I just put the truck into 4 low just because, like I said, it's always good to exercise your 4-wheel drive system for a little bit, at least once a month. You should try and drive for a couple of miles in 4-wheel drive just to make sure your actuators don't get sticky and keep everything lubricated and stuff. So yeah, I just did a little out and back on this little mountain road here, and now I'm just gonna coast on down and we're gonna continue driving up the Mirror Lake Highway. Got us some pine trees and a mountain dirt road with sharp rocks. You can see all of the leaves have fallen off the trees up here. So it is the 2nd of November and it is 68 degrees. That is too warm for this time of year. It's almost 10 degrees above normal. In fact, that might be over 10 degrees above normal, especially for the elevation where I'm at. Yeah, I don't really get out to do any sort of wheeling or dirt road driving on the Tundra as often as I should. So this is kind of fun. First little dirt road adventure that wasn't the Dalton Highway or the Denali Highway up in Alaska since I got my new suspension put on the truck. Doing pretty good so far. Volkswagen Tiguan go by going the other way. Here I am in a Tundra with a $3,000 off-roading suspension system and load range E all-terrain Falcon Wild Peak tires. And there goes this little crossover Atlas or Tiguan or something going up the other way. Like I said, it's not a serious road. I really just wanted to drive up here, like I said, to exercise my 4-wheel drive because I haven't done it in a while. So, gonna do it. Like, I think I came up this road about 4 miles. So I did 4 miles and 4 high climbing, and then I'm gonna do the rest of it in 4 low, just to give a few miles on all the gears in the transmission and the transfer case while in 4-wheel drive. Just to, like I said, just to exercise it. But it's always fun when you're like, you've got this tricked out overlanding 4x4 rig that you've spent thousands and thousands of dollars on, and then there's like a Subaru that comes up the road and just goes flying past you, stock with cheap passenger tires, and I don't know, it's kind of funny. Although this time it was a Tiguan. Part of the road that all moms hate. Cliff on one side, narrow dirt road. was fun. Back on the paved Mirror Lake Highway now. Alright guys, let me know if you recognize this spot. We'll have a little bit of snow in the shady parts here. It looks a little different about 6 months later. Anyway, just out for a Sunday drive and wanted to give you all a quick update. This is going to be a pretty short video. Settled back down in Utah for the winter time. It is currently the 2nd of November and I'm camping out at my parents' house for the winter. Yeah, getting settled in at my parents' house. Got a lot to do this winter. Going to be helping my dad with some remodeling and work around the house. And then I'm also going to be selling or trading in that Micro Minnie that you guys have seen on the channel, because after spending the summer in Alaska in it, it's just not the right trailer for me, especially now that I own the property up in Alaska. There's a few things I dislike about the Micro Minnie enough that I am going to be selling it or trading it in on something else. And I have made a decision regarding this truck right here. You guys may have heard me complain a lot about the truck on the Alaska Highway northbound videos, because when I post this, I'm not going to have posted anything else yet. So this video is kind of coming out of order versus what I have filmed, but I have made a decision regarding the Tundra and I am going to be keeping it. Things being the way they are with the amount of money that I've spent on this, and I just like this truck too much to get rid of it. So I am going to be working with this truck still, spending a little bit more money on it to get it to be a little bit more capable towing wise for the kinds of trailers that I am considering upgrading the Micro Minnie to. Eventually I would like to get a Super Duty, an older one, maybe a 7.3, to be a second vehicle to complement the Tundra, so I can keep the Tundra as my going around town truck, camping, adventuring truck, and then use a 3/4 or 1 ton Super Duty to be the tow monster, but we'll see. So I'm going to be posting this. Like I said, it's going to be out of order because the last video that I posted was the finale to the Alaska Highway trip northbound. I do have a few more adventures that I filmed this summer while I was up in Alaska, and then I've got the southbound video for the Alaska Highway. I filmed the trip southbound, and then I also have done one just day trip here in Utah up the Alpine Loop that I want to show you guys, because I grew up going up and around that loop all the time, and I just like to share those things with you. Oh, sorry, I didn't realize the sun was in your face the entire time. Sorry about that. But that's what I've got filmed so far, and I'm not sure how much more I'm going to be filming down here in Utah, because I kind of want to keep the channel focused on Alaska stuff. But you guys let me know what you think, what you want me to do, because I've in the past filmed some stuff here in Utah, and those videos just never do as well as the Alaska videos do. And I'm not really doing YouTube to try and make it into a side gig really, or a way to make money. I just kind of do it for fun. And so you guys let me know if you want me to film stuff down here in Utah over the winter time, or if I should just keep it strictly to Alaska content. I'll let you guys make that decision. Here, I'll try not to point you guys right at the sun as I'm wandering around this little turnaround here. This is the same one where I came up in June to film the status video. I figured it would be poetic to come back here and film this one. So yeah, I just have a couple more videos filmed, and so if we want to keep it strictly to Alaska content, then there's not going to be much coming out until I go back up to Alaska. Right now the plan is I'm going to try and get up there in April or early May at the latest, so try and get a month and a half, maybe 2 months more time up there than I did this year. Yeah, especially since I've got the property now that you guys saw at the end of the last video. I've got my new property to play on, so want to get up there and spend a lot of time up there, and it's going to take some work, and yeah, looking forward to it. So that's the plan for going up to Alaska next year. And what I tow up there behind my Tundra is still kind of up in the air. There's a few things that I'm considering doing. Excuse me. Haven't made a decision yet on exactly what I want to do, what I want to be living in while I'm on my property. Do I want to do a tent and a cargo trailer? Do I want to get another RV to still do some nomad adventures up in Alaska? Do I want to get a larger RV and just park it on my property all summer long? What kind of structure do I want to build on the property, etc., etc. So there's a lot of things that I am considering doing and tossing around in my brain. And then had a new option come into the world here this week, where Outdoors RV, one of my favorite manufacturers, the owners of the cabin, the Alaska cabin that I was at 2 years ago, they own an Outdoors RV and they love it, and I've always really liked that trailer. It's a good little trailer. They're very, very well built. They are all over Alaska because they're really the kind of trailer that suits Alaska pretty well, especially if you're going to try and go up early and stay late as the weather changes. So ORV just announced this week that they are coming out with a new line of travel trailers that I can tow behind a half-ton, like the Tundra back there. So I'm going to kind of wait to make any permanent decisions until details on those trailers come out. One that I have my eye on in particular is the exact same layout as my Micro Minnie, but it fixes the issues that I didn't like about my Micro Minnie, which was the ORV is going to have a floor flush slide, whereas my Micro Minnie has an elevated slide, which made it really difficult for a desk situation for my day job. The ORV has a bigger bathroom and a larger holding tanks, and it's just better built all around. The ORVs, Northwoods, they're pretty much the same company. They're just extremely well built trailers, well thought of, well regarded. So gonna wait to make any decisions until more details on those trailers come out, and I'll see if I can go see one somewhere, probably in the springtime. So yeah, that's just a quick update as I'm out here. Ooh, gunshot. Just a quick update as I'm out here. Oh, there it is again. Out here driving around Utah, up in the Uinta Mountains this weekend. Just wanted to get out for a little adventure, get out of the house, and thought I would let you guys know what's going on and why there's not going to be very many videos on the channel. I know I've gotten a few new subscribers recently. Thank you for hitting that subscribe button. Yeah, appreciate everybody that watches my videos and shares them and comments on them and everything. Like I said, I really appreciate you guys. So that's the update for now. I will be heading home and then editing and uploading this. Hopefully I'll get it posted for you guys today or tomorrow. But yeah, let me know if you have any questions, if you have any comments, any thoughts on what I should post on the channel, ideas on if you have any opinions on living situation as far as staying on the property next year is concerned. So looking forward to hearing you guys thoughts on that. Thanks for watching this little update video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button. If you haven't already, share this video with all your friends, and we will catch you guys in the next one. So thought I'd show you guys my ditch lights. You'll see in the Denali Highway video, I think I mentioned it in the video, but if not, I had a distinct lack of lighting on the truck, which almost resulted in a moose encounter on the road. So I got some new lights on the truck when we putting a light bar on the front, because that was scary, and I want to be able to see the moose before I almost become one with them on the highway.